up, everybody, and welcome to the outro edition of episode 143 of the On the Runs podcast. We are coming to you raw and unhinged and unedited. I am in the future. It is Thursday morning in Sweden. It is 12:01 in the morning, or as they say here, 01. And it is 6:01 p.m. for Erica back in New Hampshire. 6-star Erica, what's up?
I'm back in time, everybody.
You're back in time. Did you notice any energy coming from me? Any energy?
You surprisingly have way more energy than you should for midnight. Because what have you been up to today?
Well,
I saw you. You did a bunch of stuff today.
Yeah, I did. And everyone, I was actually really tired 30 minutes ago, but I'm so pumped because I am in the Sheraton Stockholm conference room, and they gave me this room.
I'm so glad they gave you that room.
I can be as loud as I want. The doors are closed. No one can hear me. This is amazing.
We were just finishing up doing the intro, outro for Dare Some Stars episode, and he gets a knock on his door.
We were finished. I already hit ended. We were just talking.
Yeah.
And I go, hold on, I have a knock on my door. I knew instantly.
Instantly.
When I walked into the hotel room, I was like, ooh, this room's small. Usually I have a room that has like a couch and a table, almost like it's a single bed. But the rooms are big enough for two beds. So I have a single king. This room is only big enough for a single king. And I'm like, the walls seem thin. I mean, this is Sheraton. This is nice. And the room, so my bed is up against a wall, and the guy in the room next to me, his bed, or woman, I don't know who their bed is up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was laying in the bed recording with you, and I had some energy.
We all know the energy that you bring, though. What's up, everybody?
Right. So we only recorded for 12 minutes. That was actual recording time. He must have made a phone call to downstairs around the very beginning, because I think we did it twice, so I did it again. Knock on the door.
Pissing people off in every country you go.
Yeah. So I knock on the door. I'm fully expecting it to be, someone from the room next door. Like, but it was the fucking security guard.
You know what? If it were me, I would have called somebody. I would not go and bother somebody next door, or maybe would have banged on the wall or something.
I was actually partly relieved because I could just be like, "Yo, I'm sorry." So I open the door and I go, "I know, I'm done though." And he just goes in his English Swedish voice, however, like, the guy's trying to sleep over there. Your TV's too loud. And I go, yeah, it's not my TV, but okay. I'm off the phone. I'm not on the phone. I'll hang up. I didn't say what we're actually doing.
Guy must have been like, oh my God, how loud is he?
I know. So I went so yesterday I went to the front desk and I said, hey, so tomorrow at midnight, I have to jump on a radio show. I called us a radio show.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah. I said back at home at 6:00, I got to jump on at midnight, and I pissed the guy off next to me. I was, I didn't say the word piss, but I told him the situation. He just goes, oh, we have this room right here. It's the club. It's the lounge, the Sheraton Lounge. I don't have enough Marriott Bonvoy points to join yet. And he says, you can go in there. So I just went back to the front desk to set up, and it was a different guy. And I told him the situation, and that Carl said I could use the room. He goes, I got a better place. They took me up to floor 1. And I'm in this conference room. And the only bummer is I don't have the adapter for all these Swedish outlets.
Oh, no.
It's in my room. So currently my computer is at 40%.
We got battery power. Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be our limiting factor.
Well, and the computer's eating it fast. So we might only be a 30-minute outro here. But
yeah. You know what? That's fine. We'll catch up with whatever we don't talk about next week when you're finally home, because you're home Saturday?
I fly back Saturday, early flight in the morning here. I got to get up at 4 and take the train. The train is awesome. Dude, so all right, let's talk about my travel. Can we make this all about me?
Sure, I don't care.
Okay.
Let's talk about you, buddy.
We don't do this enough.
I
picked the 10 p.m. flight out of Boston because I want to spend all day home and go skiing and do all that fun stuff. Yeah. I got on the 5:30 bus, 5:30 p.m. from Londonderry to Logan.
Okay, so you took Boston Express?
Yeah, it was beautiful. I was actually editing the LG show on the bus. And then I check in TSA pre-check.
Yep.
Easy. I am at the airport 3 hours early. That never happens. So if this was Nicole would be like, oh my God, this is my jam.
That's what I do. I'm like Nicole. Yeah. I have to be there early or else my anxiety just like spikes.
So I grab dinner. I finish the LIG show. I start editing Darius and Star's episode. I do other podcast work. I'm making all the art. I go to my gate. There's no one at my gate. I'm like, oh, I mean, there's people there, but there's like 10 people there.
Yeah.
And then as I'm sitting there and I'm watching everyone walk through, we're like gate 12. And so many people walking by us. And no one's saying, you know what's cool? It's like when these international flight crews walk in, they walk in like a freaking team, man. And like you could play intro music, the team walking out on the court or the ice, and you got the pilot, the co-pilot. You got this whole team of like 12 people. They're big teams, and they all walk out together. And it's kind of cool because they're all in like the Marty's outfits or whatever they are, the airlines. I can't pronounce that either.
The Emirates?
Emirates, yes.
Ah, okay. Yep.
Yeah, so I get on my airplane. You check in or you board these flights 60 minutes before an international flight.
60? That's a lot.
Right. The whole entire plane is boarded by 9:10 because no one was on this flight. We all had our own row to each other. It's like, this is great. Like I can even put my backpack in overhead. I get out my computer. I might do some work.
Yeah.
About an hour passes. I'm like, why is it 10:10? Like, what's the holdup? And finally, they come on the intercom and they say, sorry for the delay. So we have another British Airways flight supposed to take off at 6 o'clock. That flight got canceled. So we're going to take some of those passengers and put them on this flight because our flight only had like 20 people.
Oh, wow.
So it's
gotta
like,
make it worth it, I guess.
You're going to do some of the passengers? Okay. Not all, right? No. They filled the whole freaking plane. So now I have no row to myself. I have a window seat, which I didn't want. I didn't.
Are you an aisle guy?
Well, now I'm fully committed to the aisle. Like I took the window. I picked the window because I was like, I want the window for this one, thinking I could lean my head when sleeping, which I could do. I'm aisle now, so I got to get up and code brown or something. I don't have to get over a sleeping person, right? So they start boarding these people, and they're like, "We'll be about an hour late," and I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. I have a 2-hour layover in London. I'm good." Well, then they keep like it just slows down. These people take forever, and then 2 hours pass, and then they're like, they gave us the option we could leave, and some people left. So when some people left, they're like, "Oh, we can take 4 more." The plane took off at 1 a.m.
So you were supposed to leave at 10, and this is 3 hours later.
And I was on the airplane for 4 hours.
Oh,
I watched a 2-hour movie, still at the gate.
Oh my God.
I watched Twisters, which, by the way, I recommend.
It was good?
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was good. I would
have been
Glenn Powell, by the way. Glenn Powell, man rocket.
Oh, I don't know. That's kind of surprising for me.
You know Glenn Powell.
Yes, I do, but I didn't.
Absolute man
I'm like
rocket.
trying to guess your type. Your man rocket type.
I'm just telling you,
and all I can think of is Matt Wilpers.
Man rocket too.
Maybe like Chara in there too. I don't know.
No, Bergeron's the man rocket. Chara is not a man rocket. He's not. He's a beauty. He's a beauty, as you call him.
He's the only Boston Bruin I could name at the moment. So give me some credit.
Yeah. So no, we take off at 1. I watch another movie. I watch Saturday Night. Have you ever heard of Saturday Night? It's new.
Saturday Night. I know of Saturday Night Fever.
Well, Saturday Night is about the 90 minutes before the very first Saturday Night Live show.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah, it was cool. But you need to understand, like going in, I understood what it was. I think if someone just turned it on, they'd be like, there's a lot of craziness all going on. A lot of things at once.
Okay.
You need to, and I don't think everyone would know it's Saturday Night Live because they just said, what
like backstage stuff?
Yes. Yeah, with all the actors like Chevy Chase and all that, and
I could see chaos going on.
Right,
okay,
right, and like lights aren't working and all that, and you got people who are like against this, and Johnny Carson hates them and is like trying to sabotage them, and
gotcha.
Yeah, so I watched that movie. I fell asleep on the airplane. The funniest thing, like when I woke up, these airplanes, the windows auto dim. They don't have the window curtain thing.
I've been on a plane like that.
So it's like. What would you call it? It is. I can't lighten it up for some reason, but I can see the sun coming up because I'm heading east towards London. It looks purple, and when I woke up, I'm like seeing weird things, and we're just above the clouds, but the top of the clouds are flat. It looked like we were 100 feet above the ocean. I'm like, what? just from the texture.
That's what you want to see when you're just waking up. Get the shit scared out of you.
So I already know I'm going to miss my connection because we were a total of 3 hours late and I had a 2-hour layover.
So you knew that going into this, basically.
Right. Apparently, my flight got canceled, so I would have been screwed anyways.
Oh, no.
But when I walk out of the jetway, there's this table and it's crazy busy because I know a lot of us miss connections. And they give me mine and she looks at it and she goes, oh, here's yours for Stockholm. And she looks at the time I'm supposed to take off and it said 13:20, which is 1:20.
Okay.
It was 12:20. I had 1 hour.
Okay.
You would think that's enough time. Have you ever been to London Heathrow?
Yes, I have been to Heathrow.
Massive.
It is massive.
It's like a city. My plane landed and I got out in Terminal 5.
Did you have to take like a tram or something to get to the other terminals?
My new flight, my new flight was also in Terminal 5. I still had to take a fucking train. And I got off the train at the wrong stop. And I asked this guy, I said, I need to be at gates A. My ticket doesn't say the gate. So I'm trying to read the sign and there's 1,000 flights on the sign. I finally found my flight. It says A gates. What the fuck are A gates? And I walked down to where I think, and there's this long hallway. And apparently, like, you can either take the train or walk. And I asked this guy, which way do I go? He goes, you go this way, but you can go back up, take the train. And I know the train just left again. I go, how long of a walk is it? He goes, 5 minutes. I'm like, I can do that. That's worth waiting. It's better than waiting. And I take the hallway, take all those fast sidewalks. I'm moving. I'm freaking lost. I don't know where I'm going.
No.
I'm going up more escalators and more escalators. I ask for help. Lady says, go this way, then take a left. I go that way, I take a left. More security. I had to go through security again.
No.
So now I'm taking off my shoes. I don't have a belt. Maybe I didn't take off the shoes, but I get through security.
What happened to your bag? Is your bag still in the system?
Carry on.
Well, you had a carry-on. Is that all you brought?
I carried on 2 bags. I had a carry-on and a backpack. So
okay.
I'm here for 5 days, 6 days, whatever.
Yeah. You're a way better traveler than I am. I would have like a giant ass suitcase and God knows what. So anyways, continue. I get through security and I take the escalator down to the A gates and then I'm walking and it looks like I have to take another escalator up. So many escalators, by the way. The funny thing is they're not moving until you approach it. So you're walking up to it. You think it's broken, right? I didn't know that it did that.
Yeah. So I take the escalator up. And then I go and I walk to and I'm like, what the fuck am I now? And she goes, let me see your thing. And she goes, you're not a club member. And I go, no, I'm trying to get my flight. She goes, oh, take the escalator down, turn around, make a U-turn. And what? The arrow pointed up. Well, the arrow.
You'd be like, somebody hold my hand and take me to my gate. God damn.
So I thought when I looked at the arrow, it was pointing up. It was really pointing straight. That's why I took the escalator back up.
Oh, I get it.
So I find the A gates, and then I go to A21, and I know I'm good. There's no one there. And literally, as I am walking up, I'm 100 feet away. Last call for flight, whatever, to Stockholm.
Because everybody's on the plane already?
I was the last person to board this plane.
Nice.
I didn't have...
At least you made it.
And then I got the window seat. I didn't get to pick this one.
Okay.
All right. I didn't get to pee. I haven't got to shit. I didn't get to eat. And I just, I think, I listened to, I know what I did. Mm-hmm. I listened to, because I did pre-download the Ali G show. Everyone go check out track 2 of the Ali G show. And I was so happy because it came out well. And then I turned on non-members only, Aaron Azar and Michael Motorcycles podcast.
Excellent.
And I listened to those and fell asleep. Sorry, Ali, I fell asleep during the Ali G show, I think.
How long of a flight was it from London to Stockholm?
2.5 hours, which is surprising. I thought it would be shorter, but it's basically flying from like Boston to Orlando. I was like, really?
Okay.
It was 950 something miles. So I get to Stockholm. And then I take a train to center. I get to the airport and you take a train. So it's like a 40-minute Uber ride or an 18-minute train ride. I took the train, which is right in the airport. It's like perfect. You don't even walk outside.
Awesome.
This train goes 115 fucking miles an hour. It fucking moves.
Fantastic.
It was awesome.
Trains in Europe are awesome. Like in Germany, I took a ton of trains. So that is the way to go. It's so comfortable too.
We rode it again last night because my boss's luggage got left in London, and he asked me if I would go with him to the airport and drop him off and drive around in circles till he gets his bag. And people are telling us like, you're going to wait forever. It's going to take forever and all this. And I said, hey, I'll go with you, but let's just take the train. The train's a 5-minute walk from our hotel. And I'm like, it's beautiful. It could be updated, but like the interior, but it was perfect. And we're fucking moving. We walk out of the train. It's like I said, 18-minute train ride. Round trip, we took the train to the airport, walked up these stairs, the escalator. They're like just like the New York City escalator.
Oh, that's right. That giant.
It's like a 2.5 minute.
Oh, that was like making me motion sick.
It's like a 2.5 minute escalator ride up and down. And it took us 3 minutes to find where we had to get the bag. We got the bag. We took the escalator back down, got on the next train. These trains run every 15 minutes. Round trip, 50 minutes.
That's not bad at all. But poor guy. Oh my God.
In a car, it's 40 minutes each way.
That's nuts.
I know.
Your whole trip so far, like just this whole adventure, I would have been like crying in the fetal position, like stressed out. Oh my God. Especially if I was your boss who lost, like the bag wasn't there. I'd be like, this is everything I have. Like, I don't even have
He was like, I want to change my clothes. Some people like, just go tomorrow morning. He goes, I want to go now. I go, I'll go with you. Yeah. I wrote some notes. I wrote some notes. Sweden, it's dark and cold, but it's actually kind of gotten warm. It's like been 40 degrees. It's kind of nice.
It is
dark though. It is dark.
What time does it get dark at?
It's dark all the time.
Oh.
Like it does get it. Yeah, it's.
I gotta look at a map, dude. Like I don't know
there's
where
more
you
daylight. There is a little bit of daylight today. But it was it's dark when we leave and get to the office, it's still dark at 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets dark. It probably gets back dark around 3. But I'm inside all day, so I don't get to see much. We had fun today. Yesterday was a long day of presentations. You know, it's fun. I'll talk about this in a second, but Justin just sent me a DM.
Did he really? Hi, Justin.
Yeah, he goes, where is this? He's talking about curling. He goes, where is this?
Totally saw that. That looked fun. You know who curls?
I'm in Stockholm,
the
dude.
Laufenbergs. The Laufenbergs curl.
Probably at Waterville Valley.
I think they do it I want to say they do it at Plymouth because they have the new stadium.
Yeah, they have the hockey
stadium,
right there.
You know what I mean.
But they do. Curling was fun. We'll get there. But we could get there real soon, but I wrote a couple notes.
Tell me all about it. You've been there for what? A couple days now?
Well, yeah.
What's today?
Today's Thursday morning for me now.
So it would have been Monday when you got there.
I got here Monday.
Yeah,
I flew out Sunday and I got here
Monday. You had like 2 full days.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
So yesterday was presentations. Whatever.
Ooh.
We are here for work. What did we do last night? We went to, I wasn't feeling so good. I needed some food or something, and I don't like foreign food. I like American food. And you know what you got to do? You know what you got to do when you're in a group like this and everyone's indecisive? You got to be a leader. And you just keep going. And you say, we're going this way. And there was this bar across the street, 2 minutes from...
I saw your stories.
Yeah, 2 minutes from the hotel. I don't know anything about this bar, but it looks like an Irish sports bar.
Yes.
Because it's called O'Leary's and it says sports bar. And there's TVs everywhere and you can see they got sports on. I'm like, I think they have like food I want, like steak, burgers, fries. It make me feel good. Yeah. By the way, I just ate McDonald's. I've been drinking. And my boss and I were walking back and he saw a McDonald's and he goes, let's get McDonald's. And I'm like, no, man. And I'm like, okay, man, fine.
I mean, that's like the surefire thing that you can always get anywhere you go. There's a McDonald's
The only time I ever drink is like on these work trips. And they all think I'm soft because I don't drink as much as them. They all think I'm soft.
Blueberry beer and Pink Whitney.
There's no blueberry beer here, at least none what I found.
Bummer. What have you been drinking?
I don't know. They all weird names. I don't know.
But they don't have like Le Bud Light? I know that.
No, I haven't seen any of that. I've seen Blue Moon. That's the only one I recognize that I saw.
Okay.
I'm sure they do. But yeah, we went to this sports bar called O'Leary's. And we sit down and I look at the wall and it's covered in Celtic stuff. And then I noticed the girl's wearing a 1988 like Boston Celtics jacket, the waitress.
No way.
And then I see another wall. It's all Red Sox. And I'm like, where's the Bruins? I walked around, found the Bruins wall. We went to a freaking Boston sports bar in Stockholm, Sweden.
That is just so random to me. Not just because it's like a Boston sports bar somewhere else, but you're in freaking Sweden.
Yeah.
You're in an Irish pub in Sweden that has Boston stuff.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, my computer battery sucks. We're already at 20%. I might have to run up and get the thing because we're barely breaking the ice here. But
damn.
So yeah, we went there. That felt great. Ate some good food. And then I went to the gym last night and I treated myself to a sauna session.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. The gym in the hotel. Treat yourself.
Yep.
And then I slept in this morning and I missed breakfast. So because I had to wake up at 6:30. That's like 12:30 our time. I'm freaking tired, dude.
You're gonna be all thrown off. You're gonna come home and be like, "What day is it? What time is it? I don't even know."
Yeah, going east is hard. Coming back west is easy, but I hope we'll see. And then today was fun because we went curling.
So did you actually work today? What did you work or did you guys explore?
We had morning presentations and meetings. This is a training for updated camera and everything, and it's really for sales training, but we're getting a lot of training on our end too.
Fair enough.
And so they took us out curling. We got on a bus. They took us on this nice coach bus. We went to this curling facility, which is apparently the largest curling arena in Sweden.
Okay.
And it basically looks like a warehouse with 8 curling rinks. It was so cool. And they're like teaching us, they're telling us what to do. Did you know it matters if you're a lefty or a righty?
No, I did not.
So if you're a lefty, you wear shoes that are sticky on your right foot and slippery on opposite. They're sticky on your left foot and slippery on your right. And if you're a righty, you wear the opposite. You wear sticky on your right foot, slippery on your left. And
I wonder how it would work for me, though, because I can do things ambidextrously.
Right. So I'm a lefty, but I actually tried both shoes. I was better in the righty shoes because, I think the hand positioning that I was able to use, and with the broom, the sweeper. But we did curling, and it's so cool. I can't wait for the Winter Olympics. I can't.
Oh, they got a ways, right?
I know how points are scored, which I totally disagree. They call the target the house, and it's 4 zones. You gotta
take it to the house.
Yeah, you have a blue circle on the outside, a white one in the middle, and then a smaller, or it's red, white, blue, and then the bullseye.
Yes.
Doesn't matter where you get it in the house. It's 1 point. So if you get a bullseye, it's still 1 point. If you get it on the edge, it's 1 point. I know.
It'd be like 5 points for the middle.
But curling was awesome. It was so cool. I got to the last curling game, I made sure I was the last stone thrower because I wanted to be strategic and have to maneuver the stone around other stones or purposely knock stones out or knock a stone in. I was so excited.
Were you
curling was fun, but it's so dude. I could have easily pulled. Guess what muscle I think I probably could have pulled? In people, this is probably the most common injury in curling. Besides,
I'm either thinking you're pulling a hammy or your shoulders. Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense.
Because one foot wants to slide out like crazy, and the other
you got to
stays.
control. Ooh.
Oh, it's so but I want to, and it's funny because I said Justin just DM me. I go, I want to learn more. I want to figure out more. This was so cool.
I can tell you, I'll put you in touch with Ashley again, and we'll see where she plays because her and Peter are on a team. I think they do that every year. I want to say Plymouth does it. So hey. Maybe you could do a pickup game here and there.
Yeah, I would totally be down. I want to get my own curling stick.
Nice.
I want to get my own stick. And then so tonight was cool. We had a team.
I believe I saw an ice bar.
We went to an ice bar.
How cool.
Which is totally overrated.
Oh, really? Oh.
Well, it's cool they get you all set up. You walk in, you have to sign in, and then...
Are we talking the igloos? Is it cold in there?
No, we're talking, this is like a bar. You go to a bar, and then you have a check-in, and they have all this merch. Buy our merch. And then you have to pay at the front. So you pay at the hostess, and you get a ticket for however many drinks you want. And... Then they give you these jackets and gloves. They throw the jacket on you. It's super cool. You stand there and they just throw it. It's basically this big blanket with a hole in the head. It's not a jacket, just a blanket with a hole in the head.
Oh, so it's like a poncho kind of thing.
Yeah. And it's all furry on the inside.
Ooh, that actually sounds really nice.
Yeah. But then you walk in a door and you have to wait for the door behind you to close. So there's 10 of you in this room. Once the door behind you closes, you have to hit a button. Then that door opens. You go into the ice bar. It's pretty small, but it's all ice. And they got cool like structures, cool art designs on the ice. You go to the bar, you're drinking out of a cup that's made out of ice, which brings up the question, like, do they throw out every cup? Like, how do they wash them? What do they do? They just throw it out. They're one onlys. And the drink is about the size of a double shot.
Oh, okay.
So it's not even a big drink. And you don't get to always pick what you drink.
Really?
I didn't get to pick. I had something with vodka, which I thought was Pink Whitney because it was pink.
Lemonade kind of thing? Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but it was also very watered down, for sure. Extremely watered down.
It wasn't a cup of ice.
But you just hang out. Yeah, you just go in, you take a bunch of pictures, you hang out, you're talking.
What are you there for, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
We're probably there for 20 minutes, and we went to get more drinks, and it's like you have to go back outside and pay for more.
Oh, that's kind of obnoxious. You know what? When I went to Charleston, I think there's a bar like this in like Manchester, somebody was saying, but we went to this rooftop bar and it had like a whole bunch of taps, and you basically got to pay by the ounce whatever you wanted to drink. And you got this card, you'd scan your card at each of the taps and it would calculate how much you drink. So you'd take a glass, fill up however much you want, so you can try a bunch of different things. I love that idea. And I think they should do that more places. So that way, I mean, you're paying for what you drink, you pay for whatever you want, and you're not like, oh, I got to go outside, I got to go buy more tickets and whatever. So I don't know. I like that idea, but you have fun though?
It was fun. It was cool. Yeah, it was cool. I wanted to go to a hockey game. So
that's right.
There's the Sweden Hockey League, and the two Sweden teams were playing against each other. And the funny thing was, people wanted to go with me, but they didn't want to go tonight because of everything going on tonight. And we're like, we need to be there. We need to be present.
Yeah.
Someone pulled up a picture of the game on Facebook, one of the Sweden guys, and he goes, look, here's the game. And everyone's like, why didn't we go? It looks so fun. So I think we're going to go Friday to another hockey game.
That's cool. I hope you get to do that.
Yeah. But so we went to this restaurant for dinner tonight. I ate something for the first time in my life that I've never had before. I don't think I would ever desire it or desire it again. It was delicious. But guess what I ate?
Is it a weird, like, Swedish specific thing?
I don't know if it would be Swedish, but it is definitely weird. It's not something I have ever seen as an option at most American restaurants, except maybe some fancy ones in the city.
There's no fucking way I'm going to guess. Just tell me.
It's a Disney character.
Duck?
Duck.
I've had duck before. You can usually get it at like Chinese restaurants or
that would make sense. Yeah, yeah. I've never had duck.
Did you like it? You liked it?
It was delicious. But it was not filling enough. They didn't give us enough food. We didn't get to pick what we ate either, by the way.
Really? So wait, do these restaurants, are they like fancy enough where they're just like, we're going to give you whatever is on the menu tonight?
This was a team event where we usually when I schedule team events, it's usually you have to pick a menu and you get 2 or 3 options. Right? And it's like, okay, so you don't have the full menu, but you have a minute short menu, whatever. We didn't even get a chance. We didn't get to pick anything. I just told them like I had a dairy allergy and they made a few adjustments, but I ate duck.
That's cool.
And then we just went to some bars and then we just walked back and got McDonald's because the duck wasn't enough. And now I'm in the conference room talking with you with 13% battery left. It says I got 13 minutes, which I guarantee is 6.
Oh no. Well, what do you want to do? You want to go get your charger?
How
am I?
Are you? Yeah, I'm good. When this ends, I don't know.
Well, we'll make it easy. I am doing great. I just had a speed workout day, and I am halfway through my strength workout, so I got to finish that when we're done. And I don't know. I'm loving everything that KJ's been giving me. It's cold here. I don't know.
Very cool.
Pretty boring. I'm like, I just talked to you on Monday, so
very
not
cool.
a whole lot new.
Well, this was fun doing an outro. We haven't done one in a while. This was deserved.
This had like jibber jabber vibes. Like just kind of shooting the shit. Yeah.
This is exactly like a jibber jabber. And if you guys want to hear some of our jibber jabbers, Erica, we need to do more.
Yes, we do.
But you can join our Patreon page and be a friend of the pod or a lover of the pod. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, if it still exists after next week.
Oh, shit. That's right. I don't do TikTok. So, Tara might need a new job in the in the group.
Yeah.
Gotta
and hey,
reels.
Thank you to everyone who sent me a message and said they bought a ticket to the Boston Run Show using our code.
Yay!
Yes, use the code on the runs for the Boston Run Show.
You'll see me there, and Tara and Lindsay.
That's right.
Plans,
you won't for me. I'll be in Cancun at a wedding.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to leave you with one last comment before this computer dies.
Yeah.
The toilets. Since we're a podcast that talks about this stuff, the toilets.
Do tell.
They are deep. I'm talking like from the top of the seat to the bottom where the water is.
Huh.
They're deep. Now, not water is deep, but just where the surface of the water.
I was like, is that going to cause splashback or something?
It's a solid 18 inches deep. Like these are long downhill.
Interesting. Take a picture.
The
inquiring minds need to know.
You take a dump and your brain thinks for a second like, did I just drop one because I didn't hear it hit the water? Because it takes like a fucking minute for it to go all the way down to the bottom, and then you hear like a big heavy whoop, and probably a pretty big splash. Your battery is low. I know my battery is low. My computer is yelling at me. All right, Erica,
wrap it up, dude. Let's go.
10%. Wow. I looked at it. I had 55 when I turned it on. I'm like, I'm good. I don't have to go back up.
Lies.
Yeah. That's my Sweden. That's pretty much the outro. That's an outro.
Perfect.
Why don't you thank Darius and Star one more time because they were awesome.
We have to thank them again. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. I had such a blast re-listening to all of their stories. They are just so good at storytelling. So Patrick, even a thank you to you for making the introduction. I'm so glad we could have them on.
And I think Patrick's going to commit to run a marathon in 2026. His first since 1992.
Jeez. Well, no pressure for us. I told him, I'm like, we can party pace. That's the best way.
Yeah, you're going to run with him.
We're going to have fun. We're going to high five every single kid that we come across. It's going to be a blast. So
that's right.
We'll make it happen.
Oh, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed my Sweden story. Oh, and that random dude who took my phone, by the way, that was before they told us more people were jumping on a plane.
Oh, jeez.
Remember I teased you with that?
You did.
This old guy, like losing his mind with his wife, and they didn't speak that well. He just randomly looked at my phone and goes, ooh, and took it. I'm like, what are you doing? He couldn't find his phone because he accidentally sat in the wrong seat, and he was like, thought he left it there.
Oh, I get it.
Right. And he just thought, oh, that's a phone. That's my phone. I'm like, no, it's not, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad nothing serious happened from that. I hope that you save up more of your stories. We can talk about it next week. And I'll give you the second report.
And I'll tell you what, because I don't know how many people listen to the outro, but we have a fucking awesome episode next week with the Kelly Roberts Badass Lady Gang. It's going to be awesome. This podcast is so much fun. We might be rolling with 2 nights a week or 2 days a week, guys. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Check out the Ali G Show. Go also follow Monday Night Media on Instagram. Follow us, share the pod, give us a rating, write a comment. Erica, take us home.
I think you pretty much covered it, but thank you guys for listening. You know we love you.
Don't fear the code brown.
And don't forget to stretch.